Hi friends, welcome back to Shelby in the Book Club. I am Shelby Monet, and in today's video it's going to be quick and simple, but we are going to talk about tracking reading and how I do so. I track my reading because it keeps me honest. I promote reading diversely. I read fairly diversely. Tracking my reading keeps me honest. I also like to see how much I actually am reading and how that coincides with my mood. I'm a better person when I read more. I just am. And like how often I'm buying books and all that sort of thing. I just like to keep track. I also like to keep track of what was read for the book club versus what I was reading personally, because that can be very, very different depending on the month or the time of the year, whatever the case may be. So if you would like to see what I use to track my reading and how I do so, here you go. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I will try to remember to link everything down in the underneath bar. And yeah, if you would like to hear it for real this time, here we go. Okay, so I started tracking my reading 3 years ago when I started the book club. Can you believe it's been 3 years? Ain't that crazy as hell? And originally I was using Goodreads, which was okay. It's not my favorite girl. But there are reasons why I do like Goodreads. I like Goodreads for finding new books. I feel like I do that a lot easier on there opposed to like Storygraph or anywhere else. I also like being able to like see those anticipated like New Year releases and being able to add them to my TBR on Goodreads to be able to track it that way. I don't like the interface of Goodreads. I don't like that I can't do like half-star ratings. I don't like that I can't mark something as a DNF. I don't like the app. I don't like how it looked. Like, Goodreads is not my favorite. So although I do use it, I use it for certain things, and it is not my main girl anymore. I almost never go on the app anymore. Storygraph is my best friend. I can do half-star ratings on there. I like how how I'm able to leave a review on there. I like that interface a lot better because I'm able to like check a bunch of boxes. And that just makes my life a little bit easier if I don't feel like typing something out. If I want to type something out, I can. I like that I can DNF things. I like how the challenges are set up on there. My favorite thing are the statistics. I can go in and see, oh, I read this many of my books were audiobooks. This many this month were historical fiction or literary fiction. This many this month were fantasy. I love the breakdowns. I also love that if I interact with a book, it'll tell me similar books to that are way more accurate than Goodreads is. Goodreads will be like, oh, you read a fantasy, so now I'm going to like recommend a horror. Like, how do we get I don't know. They're very much more accurate. I love how easy it is to pick an edition of a book. What I mean by that is if I'm reading let's use this book for an example, Pet by Akwaeke Emezi. If I'm reading this, right, but it is an audiobook, I can just click a little button and say, oh, I'm listening to the audiobook, opposed to only having the one edition there. It's easy to find and easy to switch around if you need to do that, okay? If it's a paperback versus a hardcover versus an audiobook, it is easy. The interface is different than Goodreads, and there's a bit of a learning curve. I will say that if you are only accustomed to Goodreads, but once you figure it out, it is not hard to use. They have challenges on there. It is easy to create those challenges for other people to participate in. I love Storygraph. I don't cringe when it is time to open that app to track something. I very much enjoy. Very, very, very much enjoy Storygraph. Very, very, very much so. The last way that I track my reading is I have a few different reading journals, but this one is my favorite right now. I got this off of Amazon. I know a lot of people don't like the Amazon, but I got it off the Zon. It comes in this color and it comes in a black version too, if you don't want all the colorfulness on the front. I just like how this is set up. I need to go in and like actually work on this. This is more of a creative outlet for me than anything else, because I don't have any pages that are finished, so don't judge me. But I can put the information here, but then I usually put like my notes and stickers and pictures of the book and quotes and all of this stuff. I fill this out. If you guys want to see a video of me doing that and the things that I use for that, I can. This is just more of a creative outlet so that at the end of the year, I can kind of go back through and see what my favorites were and, you know, have a bit of a statistic type situation going on this way. Because like I didn't even put the all of the books that I read for February in here yet, but I will update that soon. But yeah, again, this I usually keep it in my purse with me so that I can, if I go to a bookstore and I see something that I want, either I'll take a picture of it with my phone and I have a folder in my phone full of like screenshots and pictures of books that I want, or I can just write it down real quick in my reading journal. So those are the ways that I track my reading. I think my favorite way is Storygraph right now. Again, this is more of a creative outlet for me. And I have a few different reading journals if y'all want to see all of them, but this one's my favorite this year. I can show y'all like in a vlog or something. But yeah, I think tracking your reading is important because it'll keep you honest. It also helps me to stop buying duplicates. I have a problem with buying the same book multiple times. I don't know why that is. I don't know what in my brain does not stick when I buy something. But I have like 4 of the first book in Crazy Rich Asians because for a long time, every time I saw it, I'm like, oh, I really want to read that. So reading journals and my tracking keeps me honest because I can just go into either my reading journal or my Storygraph app and type in a book and it'll say that it's in my to read list already. You can also create on Storygraph different folders, so things that you've already purchased, all of that part is fun too. So yeah, tell me if this was helpful. Excuse me, I feel like I'm rambling, but let me know if this was helpful to you. If y'all want to see my collection of reading journals, because I can never just buy something. I can't do nothing small. Got to go big or go home. So if y'all want to see my collection of reading journals, let me know. I can do that in a vlog or something like that. But yeah, let me know if it was helpful. Without further ado, if no one told you today, I love you. You are kind. You are smart. You are important. Bye, friends.